welcome in to a review, magazine review with a slight difference, twist, something. And I have her ladyship with me. I don't know where you've been all day and why you'd come in just at this point, but hello. Okay, so I had a happy mail from Miss Dodo, whose name is down below. Thank you. And it was a box of crochet magazines. Now these are mainly a couple of years old. There's the twist. But she thought I would really appreciate them, which I know I will. And I said that I would be doing the review on my channel. All good. Oh my gosh, Beanie's left the door open. Hang on. In, out. Sorry. So, the first one I'm going to review. I'm not doing them in any particular order. I'm literally taking them from the top of the box and going down. So, the first one is Love Crochet. Now, this is from October 2017. Beanie, you need to make your mind up. She wants in, she wants out. You have to back up, my darling. Oh my gosh. Some fuzzy creatures. Okay. So anyway, this isn't one that I am subscribed to. I've never looked in it before. So it's going to be new for you. It's going to be new for me. Well, it might not be new for you. Maybe you've already seen it like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't know. So we have an initial, this is what's in. I'm not showing you what's in the contents because we're going to do it together. Crochet for the thrills. In the mood for some autumnal makes? Well, not at this precise moment, but possibly. It's always good to be prepared. Joanna Benner has ideas to get you started. And these are only pictures. These aren't the patterns. They're just a couple of little ideas. Shopping for crochet stuff. A terrarium isn't exactly crochet. A pencil case isn't crochet. An armchair isn't exactly crochet. Let's just get rid of the adverts, shall we? Okay, so I'm guessing this is our first pattern. Yes, it is. What a hoot! Hoot, hoot! It says, send kids back to school armed with their very own wise owl. Should take the edge off the end of summer holidays. So there is an amigurumi owl. Look at his funky feetses. Customise your owl by making its body in your child's school colours. And can I show you that? No, I can't show you that and read that at the same time. They have used DMC Natura. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 balls, each of those, and small amounts of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other colours. They've used a 2mm crochet hook, a 3mm crochet hook, some white felt, 2 snap buttons, and some toy stuffing. And this little owl is approximately 25 by 9 centimetres. The DMC Natura is 100% cotton, 155 metres per 50 grams. And at the time of this issue, it was £3.79 a ball. So that is for the little hootie. Little hootie. Next, we have, oh, and you can even, hang on, you can even make his school bag and the little book, pencil, and that looks like a pill to me, include a cute little eraser. Oh, it's not a tablet. In case Ollie the Owl needs to correct a rare mistake. I think the rare mistake was me saying that it looked like a pill, but yes. Anyway, this next project is one that really made me go, oh, In the Forest door wreath. Welcome autumn into your home with Liz Ward's beautiful woodland inspired wreath. Absolutely adorable. And this is what made me go, oh, I really want that magazine. So they've used Rico Creative Cotton in Aran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 balls. 10 colours and no, 11 colours, sorry, 11 colours, 12 balls. And they've also used Rico Creative Cotton DK, 1 ball of each in white, natural red and brown. They've used a 4mm and a 3.5mm crochet hook. They've used a 30cm polystyrene ring, white felt, fabric glue and tapestry needle. And this measures approximately 34 centimetres, approximately. The Rico Creative Cotton in Aran is 100% cotton, 85 metres per 50 grams, and was £1.89 at the time of this printing. They've also used the Rico Creative Cotton DK, which again is 100% cotton and 115 metres per 50 grams. But that is to make the wreath. Can you please make up your mind whether you're in or out or shaking it all about? I don't know. Very, very cute. Next, we have the Happy Shopper. They say that you will need Rico Creative Cotton in Aran. I mean, let's face it, it's what they've made it in. It doesn't mean that you have to use that. You use what you want to use. Rico Creative Cotton in Aran, and they've used 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to be able to pronounce these. 3 balls in that, and then the Adriaphil Cortina, 2 balls, and Bygone de France Bigarelle, 1 ball in that. And then 100 grams of fancy of your choice, such as respun safari yarn. I don't know what that means. And 100 grams of chunky yarn of your choice. Never had a pattern that says that, but heck. And 4 stitch markers, it says. So the Rico Creative Cotton Aran is 100% cotton, as we've just discovered from the previous page, and 85 metres per 50 grams. And that's over at the Wool Warehouse. The Adriaphil Cortina is 50% wool, 40% acrylic, 10% alpaca, 90 metres per 50 grams. And that is over at wecountryarns.co.uk. And they've used the thing that I'm going to get slaughtered for, I know. Bygone de France Bigarelle. 55% organic cotton, 36% linen, 9% viscose, 390 metres per 100 grams. And that is on bergeredefrance.co.uk. So that is the Happy Shopper bag. Okay. There isn't a big picture of this. Toasty warm. It says, keep coziness in and chilliness out with this stylish two-tone draft excluder by Kirsty MacLeod. Keep your crochet tight to make a thick fabric that hides the bolster within. Good tip. They have used King Cole Magnum, 3 balls, an 8mm hook, and a bolster pad measuring 78 by 17 centimeters. The King Cole Magnum is 25% wool, 75% acrylic, 110 meters per 100 grams. And at the time of this printing was £2.99 at the Wool Warehouse. So, draft excluder. That's something I haven't seen a crochet pattern for before, personally. How to work linked trebles or linked doubles in the USA. Top tip, if working in the round, slip stitch at the middle of the stitch as well as at the top to stop it gaping on the seam. Top tip. Okay, I have to show you and then read. Back to school, pencil case. They have used a DK yarn. Yarn Stories Fine Merino DK in mulberry and a 4.5mm hook and a contrasting 8-inch zip. This is approximately 23 centimeters long and 8 centimeters deep. Working in the round with right side always facing shows off this stitch best, it says. It doesn't tell you about their wool that they used, so I'm sorry, I can't even tell you about it. Pretty in purple. That's a statement piece, ain't it just? Emma Leith's flower bejeweled scarf will keep your neck warm when the weather cools. And it says the flowers could be made from leftover yarn that's lurking in your stash. Good way to use up scrap. Scrap should always be used. So, keep your tension nice and loose when making the squares, as this ensures a soft flowing drape to the finished scarf. So yes, made with squares. Now I would show you while I'm reading, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Let's do that. They have used Rico Essentials Soft Merino Aran, Rico Metallized Cotton, 1 ball, Rico Melange, 1 ball, a ball of Rico Bonbon, a 4 and a 6mm crochet hook, and a 12mm crochet hook. So the Rico Essentials Soft Merino Aran is 100% wool, 100 meters per 50 grams. And at the time of printing, it was £4.19 at the Wool Warehouse. The Rico Metallized Cotton is 53% cotton, 35% acrylic, 12% metallic yarn, 130 meters per 50 grams. And that is from the Crafty Knitter, £3.79 at time of printing. Rico Melange, 53% wool, 47% acrylic, 90 meters per 50 grams, and was £3.49 at time of printing at the Wool Warehouse. And the Rico Bonbon, 53% wool, 47% acrylic, 100 meters per 100 grams, and at time of printing was £7.99 at the knittingwoolandyarn.co.uk. And it says, now that we've got autumn to look forward to, it gives us an excuse to crochet scarves, as if we need an excuse. Scarves are very easy on the whole, but this one adds an extra feature to get your hooks into. Lovely flowers. What's more, they're trimmed with gold. How decadent. To make it, work each flower first, then make the flowers into the centre of squares, and finally join all the squares together in a row. It's simple, but effective. And if you have a look down here, they've shown you how they've edged the flowers with the gold, just to give them a little bit of pop. Square Deal by Val Pierce has designed a very lovely cushion that will look beautiful in any room you choose to place it. Top tip, you could also, following the same basic principle, make a matching throw. So there's the cushion. It says this cushion is a cinch to make. Simply hook up 16 granny squares and sew them into one large square. Then add a single colour back. As only a small amount of each contrast yarn is required to make a square, this is the ideal project to use up your stash yarns. Use toning shades of your own choice to match your personal decor, or go for contrast to make a decorative statement. If you're making it for a friend, choose their favourite colours. You will need Signet Superwash DK. They've used 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've used 12 colours and a 3.5mm crochet hook. And this measures approximately 36 by 36 centimetres, and they've used a cushion pad as well. Now the Signet Superwash DK is 100% superwash merino wool, 104 metres per 50 grams, and at time of printing was £2.55 at modernknitting.co.uk. Okay. This is just so random. Snug as a bug. Keep apples and other small round fruits fresh and safe from harm with Jennifer May's Cute Cozy. If you prefer large apple varieties, use a chunky yarn and a larger hook for a bigger cozy. Okay, this is a first for me. Okay. You will need Drops Cotton Merino, 2 balls, a 4mm crochet hook and a button. This pattern is to make a medium-sized apple version. And the Drops Cotton Merino is 50% wool, 50% cotton, 110 metres per 50 grams, and was £3.10 at Wool Warehouse at time of printing. It says your 5 portions of fruit are an important part of your daily diet, and no one wants to eat a bruised apple. Protect your sweet things with a delightful cozy worked in a simple lacy stitch with a double crochet trim. This cozy will keep your apples fresh as daisies and ready to eat in your lunch bag. It makes a lovely little gift too. Okay. I mean, it's cute, but okay. Brimful of Posies. Complete a vintage outfit with Joanne Scrace's chic cloche decorated with a row of flowers. As this hat is made in the round, use stitch markers to mark the start of your rows. Good point for when working in rounds. So, there it is. Let me go back a little bit. There you go. They have used Artisano British Wool DK Blue-Faced Leicester Blend. 3 colours. 3 balls, should I say. 2 skeins of one colour and a very small amount of another. So they've used a 3mm hook, stitch marker and a tapestry needle, and the pattern is for medium to large heads between 50 and 60 centimetres. Now the wool, the Artisano British Wool DK Blue Face Leicester Blend is 100% British wool, 110 metres per 100 grams, and was £4.17 at laughingHens.co.uk at time of print. It says, vintage lovers take note. There used to be a time when a woman was not fully dressed without a stylish hat. We're redressing the balance with this crocheted cutie, worked in delicious British wool. This smart, elegant yet practical cloche hat is worked simply in an amigurumi style spiral to form the classic bell shape and is suitable for beginners. Working the hat at a tight gauge provides structure and keeps the wind out. The pretty flower trim in lilac is a little more complicated, but it sets off the cloche hat so nicely. The hat will look just as beautiful without the floral trim, making this an ideal project for new crocheters. Eat your heart out, Daisy Buchanan. Okay. How to make a double crochet or a single crochet in US terms. Okay, this is interesting. Loop the loop. Hook Helen Ardley's loopy necklace and make a gorgeous piece of jewellery for your party wardrobe. As well as a necklace, the circles would look fab on hats, bags and belts. Well, this is an interesting one. Again, not seen anything like this before. Says you will need Rowan cotton glacé. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 balls, 3mm hook, a selection of small beads, 6 large plastic rings, around about 3 centimetres, 3 medium, 2 centimetres, and 3 small, about 1.5. Sewing thread and needle. This, for the circle portion of the necklace, as in the interior bit, is approximately 24 by 13 centimetres. And the Rowan cotton glacé is 100% cotton, 115 metres per 50 grams, and at time of print was £5.50 at laughingHens.com. This DIY couture necklace is big on style and super simple to make. Just work easy double crochet stitches over each of the rings, then fasten your work off with a pretty multi-stranded chain at the back, bringing together the 3 beautiful shades. Finish with tiny beads to add texture and movement, and your statement necklace for the autumn is complete. So there is that. Interesting. Take a head-first approach, making waves across Europe with their crochet hats. They're taking the UK by storm. Okay, that's nice. Okay, the Scandi Chic. Anne Egan's delicious crimson scarf has a cozy hood and pockets to keep you snug and warm. Top tip, make this scarf longer or shorter so your hands can reach the pockets with ease. So there it is. And I'm showing you like that as best I can because I've got to take it away to be able to read it. Sorry. They have used Sadar Super Soft Aran 4 balls, a 5 and an 8mm crochet hook, stitch markers and a large eyed needle. This measures approximately 240 centimetres from pocket end to pocket end, and each pocket is approximately 16 centimetres deep. The Sadar Super Soft Aran is 100% acrylic, 236 metres per 100 grams, and at time of print was £2.99 at the Wool Warehouse. Now, there's the hood, because you couldn't really see it in the main picture. And it says one end of the scarf is made longer than the other so you can wrap it around you. Interesting. For an added extra detail that will add a luxurious feel, try lining the pockets with a silky fabric. Now, I don't have a close-up of this one, so I've got to be really careful. This is the Mossy Boa. Mossy Boa. Are you going to focus, Mr. Camera? Ignore my face. Focus on her face. Not really, but heck, I tried. They have used Noro Gingham, 2 skeins, an 8mm crochet hook. Each leaf measures 18 by 8 centimetres and the boa measures approximately 180 centimetres. And the Noro Gingham is 40% cotton, 30% silk, 15% wool, 15% nylon, 100 metres per 100 grams, and £14.85 at time of print at laughingHens.com. Look the picture of autumn chic this season with the soft and silky leafy scarf. The colours of autumn have been captured beautifully in this lovely slubby variegated yarn. It's been crocheted into a dozen oak leaf motifs and joined together to make a stunning boa. So basically you're making a lot of oak leaves like that. Tough Love. Dare to wear Hannah Cross's mighty cross-stitch mitts and show the world your love of crochet. Top tip, when working the cross stitches, be careful not to pull the yarn too tightly. Oh, I can so agree with that one. So there we have the mitts. They've used Signet Superwash DK in 2 balls and a cream 4-ply yarn for the cross stitch, 5mm hook, tacking thread, tapestry needle and a sharp needle. Now these are to fit the average adult hand at 33 centimetres. And the Signet Superwash DK is 100% superwash merino wool, 104 metres per 50 grams. And it was £2.55 at modernknitting.co.uk at time of print. It says, wear your heart on your sleeve with Hannah Cross's cool embellished mittens for hardcore lovers of crochet only. The design was inspired by an illustration by Stephanie Toppin that caught Hannah's eye. The simple double crochet stitches form a solid base to work your cross stitch onto, while working into the back loop of some of the stitches creates a ribbed effect. There we go. Okay, now you're going to have to explain this one to me. Well, this is interesting. Okay, so this is something I've never seen in a magazine. Add a luxurious furry trim to your winter coat with Sarah Huntington's clever design, so snuggly. The yarn comes in several shades. You could be an ostrich today and a leopard tomorrow. Well, this is interesting. Okay, interesting. They have used King Cole Luxe fur, just 1 ball and a 5mm crochet hook. 100% nylon, 110 meters per 100 grams, £4.99 at Wool Warehouse at time of print. Says adding an extra cozy dimension to your favourite parka or go-to winter jacket is easier than it might look. This furry trim is worked only in double crochet stitches using King Cole's Luxe fur yarn. It has a natural multitonal look and is wonderfully soft and fuzzy. Working with a fancy faux fur yarn like this for the first time can be a bit tricky because it's not so easy to see where you're hooking. You'll need to use your hands much more to feel the stitches and find your way, making sure you've got plenty of light to work in and try not to pull your stitches too tight. The result will be worth it as this thick, cozy trim brings a touch of winter glam when it's attached to a hood. Well, there's a first. There's a first. Okay, what's this? It's a very similar thing. Frills and Spills. Jazz up winter socks by topping them off with Lara Mercer's Pretty Lace Trim. Top tip, for bed socks, use a soft lace weight yarn which feels gentle next to the skin. Now, I will say before I show this, this is not a paid advertisement. Okay? It's not a paid advertisement. They have used DMC Petra 3, 1 ball, 2.5mm crochet hook, a pair of socks and a tapestry needle. The DMC Petra 3 is 100% cotton, 280 meters per 100 grams, and at time of print was £4.49 at purplelindacrafts.co.uk. It says, too busy to hook up a whole pair of crochet socks? A frilly edging for a tired old pair is just the ticket. This vintage-inspired trim is especially cute on socks for little ones, but we can't resist them for ourselves as they look terrific peeping over boots or wellies. Work the lacy rows directly into the cuff of the socks from the bottom up and then block the edgings carefully to bring out their full lacy loveliness. Interesting. And then it tells you how to work a treble 2 together, or a double 2 together in US terms. Poppy Perfection. Lucy Croft's elegant poppy design makes a beautiful embellished sign of remembrance. Because over here, Remembrance Sunday in November, we wear a poppy as a remembrance. So there is the poppy. They have used Drops Cotton Viscose, 2 balls, a 2.5mm crochet hook, stitch markers, a small selection of orange glass beads, like that, a brooch pin, a sewing needle and thread. The poppy measures approximately 8.5 centimetres, and the Drops Cotton Viscose is 54% cotton, 46% viscose, 110 metres per 50 grams, and was at the Wool Warehouse for £2.30 at time of print. It says, during the autumn months, wearing a scarlet poppy is a sign of remembrance in the UK to honour those who have died in war. Show a bit of homemade love this season and create an extra special poppy brooch of your own. Lucy Croft's elegant design, worked in rich colours, is inspired by glamorous oriental poppies which have lightly ruffled petals and a seed-filled centre. This poppy is finished with a scattering of shimmering glass beads in the centre. And also on here it tells you how to work a magic loop. Magic. Okay, we are going a little bit bigger now to a party piece. Jennifer Reed's lacy top has stunning filet crochet detail and is perfectly suited to butter soft alpaca yarn. Top tip: for extra glamour, trim the sleeve edges with satin or taffeta ribbon. La-di-da. So there's the top. They have used Drops Alpaca off-white and a 3.25mm crochet hook. It doesn't tell you how many balls they've used. But the Drops Alpaca is 100% alpaca, 167 metres per 50 grams, and was £2.90 at the woolwarehouse.co.uk at time of print. Layer up with this pretty filet top and team it with a skirt, trousers or jeans. It's very versatile looking, as beautiful as part of a casual outfit or worn for formal occasions. Designer Jennifer says she was inspired by snowflakes, but we think this flattering top is perfect for any time of year as the lacy pattern is so pretty. And the sizing, they're going up from an 8 to an 18 in UK sizes, and they have the schematic as well as the pattern. Bonjour Madame, hook Joanne Gracie's pretty beret for a stylish addition to your fashion collection. You will need Malabrigo merino worsted, 1 skein, 4 and a 5mm hook, and the Malabrigo merino worsted is 100% merino wool, 192 meters per 100 grams, and at time of printing was on loveknitting.com at £8.79. It says keep the chills low and the fashion stakes high with this lovely beret. Designer Joanne Grace told us that the inspiration for the hat's name came from the lace pattern of the crown, which looks like dried star anise. Worked in a beautiful woolen yarn by Malabrigo. It's a great project for confident crocheters using double crochet, trebles, half trebles and post stitches, which create a pretty ribbing effect around the brim. And there is the top, if it's going to focus. I hope it does. Well, you get the idea. You get the idea. Next, rainbow checkerboard. Add a touch of pizzazz to the kitchen with a bright and colourful pot holder. I just learned yesterday what these were. For those of us who love to cook and bake, surrounding ourselves with lovely things makes the experience that much more enjoyable. Pot holders like this one are a simple yet stylish way to fill the kitchen with crochet colour, adding all the more to the pleasure of crafting delicious bakes. Make this pot holder in your favourite colours. This yarn comes in a choice of more than 30, including prints, and you'll find it handy for holding hot handles or baking trays if you can bear to use it. Otherwise, it will look great just hanging on the wall. And there it is. Now, they've definitely gone all American with the name, because we don't call these pot holders here at all. And that really annoys me about some magazines, some tutorials. One minute it'll be all American and then it'll be all UK, and it's make your mind up. So they have used Rico Baby Cotton Soft DK, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours, 3.5mm crochet hook and a tapestry needle. The Rico Baby Cotton Soft DK is 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, 125 meters per 50 grams, £2.33 at loveknitting.co.uk at time of print. So there is the pot holder, which is not what we call it. The Mandala Magic. If your floor has a slippery surface, stick rubber pads to the back of the rug. Revamp your living room or hallway in double quick time with Kyoko Nakayoshi's amazing super chunky rug. There it is. You will need DMC hooked spaghetti, 4 cones all together, and a 12mm crochet hook. Now, the hooked spaghetti is 92% recycled cotton and 88% elastane, 120 meters per 950 grams, which was £7.99 at hooked.co.uk at time of print. We're loving this super chunky yarn. It's made from recycled t-shirt material and is brilliant for solid decorative items like rugs, poofs and floor cushions. Working with big yarn and a big hook is quite different from more delicate projects, as it involves your whole hands rather than just your fingers. It's great exercise for keeping hands supple, and you'll see the results build quickly. This rug is only 11 rounds, yet works up to a diameter of 85 centimeters. Very interesting. Very interesting. There's a lot of patterns in this book, huh? Tweet, tweet. Welcome wildlife into your home and garden with this delightful birdhouse. I can't imagine a bird using it, but heck, let's go for it. To make the base sturdier, cut out a disc of card or plastic and pop it inside. You will need Rico Baby Cotton Soft DK, 1, 2, 3 balls, 4mm crochet hook and a wire coat hanger. The Rico Baby Cotton Soft DK, as we stated earlier, was 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, 125 meters per 50 grams and £2.33 at time of print at loveknitting.co.uk. It says the birds in your neighbourhood will love you when you hang this gorgeous house up for them. Birds love brightly coloured things, and this one certainly is that. It will provide shelter for them in cold weather, and you could even provide them with lunch by scattering birdseed on the floor inside. Make sure you hang it securely so it stays put, and ideally place it out of reach from curious creeping cats. So there is that. A bit batty. Hang your bats up with silvery thread to create a spooky atmosphere. Bats. It says, what would Halloween be without a flurry of bats flittering about? This Halloween hook a colony of bats by decorating a party, wrapping gifts, or just for hanging around. We've made ours in different yarns and hook sizes and have ended up with little, big and medium bats. Use bits of yarn from your stash and create a fleet of flying cuties in an assortment of bright, fun colours. So They've named so many here. They've used Louisiana Harding Esquel and a 5mm hook. They've used Starcraft Alpaca Tweed and 4mm hook. Wendy Aspire with a 6.5mm hook. Rowan Finest 3mm hook. Rico Glowworm and an 8mm hook. And Sadar Smiley Stripes with a 4mm hook. All to make, I've got to be really careful, all to make pants. Floral Fancy, record project ideas, recipes and diary dates in a pretty notebook. Top tip, to make centres for the flowers, stitch a button or bead in the middle of each one. Notebook. They have used Drops Cotton Light, 3 balls and a 4mm hook. Cotton fabric, 50 by 40 centimetres. Some matching sewing thread and needle and an A5 journal. The Drops Cotton Light is 50% cotton, 50% polyester, 105 metres per 50 grams and 95 pence at woolwarehouse.co.uk at time of print. They've said, personalise your creative world with this simple notebook cover featuring pretty flowers and scalloped edging for a feminine touch. Using just double crochet, the cover is perfect for your journal or sketchbook. The cover slides over a notebook, so once it's full of ideas, tips and secrets, you can easily change it for a new one. And the pattern also shows you how to work in a ring. Okay, next. Wow. Next is Cute to Boot. Score a pair of darling football boot slippers for budding sports girls and boys. When baby outgrows these booties, hang them up to make a mobile. They are adorable. It says you'll need Sadar Country Style Wool Blend DK, 3 balls and a 3mm hook. Black cord elastic, approximately a meter's worth, and 1 centimetre wide elastic, which is approximately 50 centimetres. The Sadar Country Style Wool Blend DK is 40% nylon, 30% wool, 30% acrylic, 155 metres per 50 grams, and £2.59 at the Wool Warehouse at time of print. Celebrate the beautiful game in a cute pair of sporty slippers. With Go Faster stripes and bold red laces, you're onto a winner. Sports-loving mums and dads will love them, especially if they're made in the team colours. What a brilliant gift idea. I agree. I think they're very, very cute. Talking of cute, cute critters. Becky Garrett's adorable friends are the sweetest toys you could get your hooks into. For a striking result, use contrasting yarn colours for the body and the dress. You will need Drops Paris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 balls. And a small amount of black DK cotton for facial features. A 4 and a 5mm crochet hook, some toy stuffing and some buttons. Now the Drops Paris is 100% cotton. And I've got a review on the Drops Paris. Just saying. 75 metres per 50 grams. And at time of print was at the Wool Warehouse for 65 pence. I think now, I might be wrong, but I think it's 80 pence now. You'll have to have a look at my review to find out, but I think it's 80 pence. They say three's a crowd, but this trio of pals, a bunny, bear and cat, look like a perfect set. Very comfortable in each other's company. Their ears, eyes and dresses can be mixed and matched, so you can make any combination you like. Children will love to play with these little animals. They look all set for a sweet little tea party. Oh, they're so cute. They're cute. I don't really know what to make of these. They're cute, but they're kind of funky. Love at First Bite. Lure trick-or-treaters to your home this Halloween with a too cute Batastic garland. Top tip, to make sewing on the motifs easier, prick holes in the card with a needle. Completely batty, really. But they're so cute in a weird kind of way. They've used Patterns Wool Blend DK, 1 ball, Patterns Fab DK, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls, a 3.25mm crochet hook, stitch marker, tapestry needle, 6 by 9mm black plastic safety eyes, toy stuffing, a small piece of card and some glue. The Patterns Wool Blend DK is 63% wool, 37% acrylic, 250 meters per 100 grams, £2.87 at laughinghens.com at time of print. And the Patterns Fab DK is 100% acrylic, 274 meters per 100 grams, and was £1.99 at the Wool Warehouse at time of print. It says, with Halloween on the horizon, now is the time to get crocheting some spectacular makes. Our adorable bat garland is scarily cute and is just the thing for anyone looking for decorations to welcome trick-or-treaters to their homes. We think it will also be popular with little boys and girls who want to transform their bedrooms into bat caves. So make sure you crochet plenty of bats to have at hand and fly around the room in adorable, ghoulish style. Certainly different. Okay, get kitted out. Adverts, crochet essentials, holding a hook, holding the yarn. I love that they only show you they show you a different way of doing the pencil hold. They show you it like that, as in like that's on the top, not on the side. And they show you the knife grip. Holding the yarn is a completely wacky way that I wouldn't ever be able to do personally. How to make a slip knot, how to do a chain stitch, slip stitch, working in rows, double crochet, half treble crochet, or a single and a half double in the US. Treble crochet, double in the US. Double treble, crochet, which is a treble crochet in the US. Triple treble, which is a double treble in the US. Turning chain, how to change colour, increasing and decreasing, and sewing seams. Foundation ring, working stitches into a ring, working a magic loop, and joining rounds. And then how to follow a crochet pattern and some abbreviations. So, what a magazine. Flipping heck. So now this is cheaper, or at least it was. This was £5.99 back in 2017, which is cheaper than the Crochet Now magazine, which is the one that I have. And this has got so much more pattern-wise and far less adverts in it than the Crochet Now magazine. Now, things may well have changed, I don't know. But this, by far, is way more value for money. Much more varsity. There's so many things in here compared to the Crochet Now magazine as of these days. Like I said, things may have changed. I don't know yet. But this, I personally would say, value for money. And you know which one I want to do pretty soon, huh? Whether I'll get it done or not, I can only hope, but we'll see. Anyway, that was the review for today. Will there be another one? Of course there will. Hopefully, you'll take part in the 2K giveaway. 2K giveaway. It'll be linked at the end of this video. Maybe you'll stick around for some more reviews or some tutorials or a little bit of gaming fun. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.